Happy fucking New Year, bitches.
We're back. Okay, so welcome to the bold, beautiful, and brilliantly opinionated world of design. TEDx Pod. We're an award winning. No, we're not.
I love the TEDx Pod.
Welcome to TDX Pod, the bold, the beautiful, and the brilliantly opinionated world of design. Where award winning interior designer Danny Russo and pop culture connoisseur Camille Kauer collide at the intersection of design and style with a small dose of pop culture. Each week, we unpack the hottest trends, the standout moments for market, and the design world's most talked about drama. The kind you didn't know you needed, but don't want to miss. So buckle up, grab your favorite beverage, because this is TDX Pod. Well,
Happy New Year, bitches.
Happy New Year. How was your New Year?
You really want to know?
Oh,
We'll
all right,
just go with
that.
it was good. I sat on the couch and I actually worked all day long on New Year's Eve and I started watching the countdowns from all over the world around noon. And the New Year's Eve celebration in New York is like subpar compared to London, France, Dubai. Like the New York City one, I felt like I was being sold a gym membership to Planet Fitness and a Kia Tundra. And those are two things that I do not want. And it was like, okay, here's Diana Ross. Okay, here's Sierra. And those were the two best things about the New York show. But when you watch the Paris New Year's countdown and the London New Year's countdown, they had Wicked involved and it was on the river. And Google it after this, but it was so much more entertaining. And then why, I don't know why people would want to stand out in that weather in New York City with no bathrooms and no food, in diapers, watching that crap go down. But anyway, it's America's 250th birthday year. So go America.
As a bicentennial baby, that's exciting. We'll stick with that. But wow. Yeah.
That's what I did. So that's what I did. What did you do?
Same. I didn't do much. I really enjoyed my holiday this year because normally I am working all the way up until Christmas Eve trying to get everything squared away. And this time I had like a full 2 weeks vacation for one. So it was just really relaxing, connecting with the family, being lazy. I did not open my laptop for 2 weeks, which I do not recommend because now everything it's like relearning everything. All the updates have been like, well, I personally had some update issues where it was.
It's not just you. One of my other friends had Wi-Fi issues. We had a computer issue at work. I don't even know. It's Wednesday this week and we're still having issues.
Oh, it sounds
yeah. Happy New Year.
But we're leaving all the bad stuff in 2025 and bringing in all brand new, wonderful stuff in 2026, at least in the interior design world. Because let's start with the drama that ended 2025, I think is the color of the, did you guess that? Is that why you put your head down? You're like, yeah. I know where she's going with this. Is Pantone's color of the year. So what do you think of their color or lack of color of the year?
So I had a podcast really prepared for this and I was going to do it on my own. And I was like, you know what? I want to wait to see what everybody's reaction is going to be because I knew it was going to be controversial and I didn't expect them to go the direction they went. So the color of the year is Cloud Dancer, which is white. So, oh my God, the internet really ran them through the, what's it called? Ringer? Ran them through the ringer because all the designers all chimed in. And every time a color of the year comes out, every designer says, I don't follow trends. I create them. I don't care what they say the color of the year is. I'm doing this. And then, as I've said in the past, 3 years later, shows up in their work. So Cloud Dancer is a white. And in the last 3 months alone, I've had 4 separate clients asking me for what my favorite white is. The internet dubbed it landlord white. A couple people called it racially insensitive. And it was quite comical because the woman that did the press release is an African-American woman. And she went on stage and she knew that there was going to be controversy when they released the color of the year. And she even said this, But the point of the color of the year is causing a conversation to happen, and that we're talking about it right now. So they achieved that point. Is it a little tone deaf? Yeah, because white's technically a shade, not a color, but that's been thrown out the window because whites and blacks colors are technically colors these days. So I don't understand everybody going crazy about it. A lot of people were referring it to Apple would only release products in white, and that was their signature thing back in 2003, 4, 5. The iPods and such Apple computers were always in white. So I almost said Home Depot. As the new iPhones are released in Home Depot orange, and they didn't even release a white. I think they didn't even release a black. It comes in orange, blue, and silver. So it was funny. A lot of people were throwing it back that far. Personally, I have been seeing a lot of Merlots and Burgundies. You were with me at High Point. You saw those. A lot of designers. Sherwin-Williams has their own color of the year, and it was universal khaki. So that is basically, we're going back to beige. So everybody has their own opinion. I feel like we're going to see a lot of color coming through design trends. Things are going to get a lot more colorful. And I have to stop and think, like, people are just picking up on blue, and blue was the color of the year, like in 2020 or something. And I'm like, so over blue. I don't know if maybe either I'm too far ahead or people are just picking up, but we went from blue to green, and now we're going from green to burgundy, and we're already into our next field. So I think green is just picking up with people now. So they're now just getting out of the blue era, moving into the green era, and we're already into the burgundy red era. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting year.
Yeah, I can't remember a time where somebody had a spokesperson had to come out and make a statement about the color of the year. And I think it was very, how do I put this nicely? It was a choice to use an African-American woman.
Hold on. I know what PR crisis management. It was a crisis management move. Is that what you think?
I definitely think it was calculated. I don't know if it was necessarily a PR marketing move or what, but I do think it was very calculated to make the Black person speak out against it. Like, no, this is racist.
I thought that too, because I've never seen that woman or heard of her until she came out just recently, and I was like, huh. Because the woman that usually does the presentations is not colorful. I don't know. They had 2 colors of the year, and I think that happened twice. Was it yellow and gray just recently? They picked 2 colors.
I don't know, but I'm making my point is still
that. I know. No, I agree. But we're in a time frame where everything is politically motivated, racially charged, and it shouldn't be that way, but it is. We don't do it into that topic on here. But anyway, back in the year of the Jenner, which is the year I call it, they came out with pink and blue. And that was the year that Bruce Jenner turned into Caitlyn Jenner. I'm going in a direction we shouldn't be going.
Just let me finish a thought.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Before you go on your side quest, the Jenners and the Kardashians, I'm like, what? I'm trying to keep up. But even the best of my Adderall can't keep up with it. And I'm trying really hard to remember what my point was with that too. So I'm like, okay, I'm listening, but also trying to retain information here.
Okay, back to the color of the year, Cloud Dancer white.
My face looked like I felt like my face was looking like I was trying to solve trigonometry. So I felt I needed to explain what was going on, because I'm like, I'm trying to remember my point I was trying to make. And I wanted to get to the point about the color white. Being someone that's raised by an artist and grew up on film sets.
The internet dubbed it landlord white. Go from there.
Okay. Again, raised by an artist, growing up on film sets where color can decide the theme, there's so much that can change based on color. Like, we all raised around color theory, you and I both.
Yeah.
And understand the fact that when when the color of the year can be huge, like, because it's not just interior design, it's also with clothing, it's with makeup, like everything will play off of that. And it becomes a big marketing thing too, where now all the emails, all the like, and there, when you do something so basic as a lack of color, because I was raised that it's lack of color.
Yeah.
And like, you don't want zero space. Like it's one of those things where I'm just like, what? Like, out of all the beautiful hues, even like there was a new hue or a color that was found that's not available to the naked eye or what, like there were so many options. And I think that from what we've been seeing, earth tones and just going back to nature and all of that has been very prominent and sustainable. Like there were so many great colors they could have went with. I was kind of felt like it was like an easy way out by going with something so neutral. And I'm kind of over neutrals. How do you feel about neutrals? Like the all white kitchens, the white on white on white on. I get it. I'm over it personally.
I've done them. I just don't like them. Like, I want my kitchen to be timeless. And I feel like white is, if I do a white kitchen, I always tell the client that if they wanted to change their mind and paint their cabinets down the road, they can do that. But I mean, white.
I mean, they don't even do white appliances anymore for the most part.
Oh, no, they do.
I mean, unless it's like
white came back in white appliances came back in like 2018, 2019, and they're still there. I don't know if anybody's using them for your garage. That's where they end up. But yeah, it's not, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. I don't think it's helpful for in the economy that we are going through right now. We needed something that would give a boost. And I just don't feel like that gave a creative boost. So
no.
Lackluster.
I haven't even looked at their website to see what they said about it because the internet was just flooded with, I was just reading everything and I'm like, wow, they really, when it came out, I was like, typically they release the color of the year the first Tuesday of every month. That gives us the most traction during the week. They ended up releasing it on like a Friday. And I was like, what? But
giving up.
I actually thought with the Taylor Swift momentum that they were going to be releasing orange to match the Showgirl album. So what Pantone is saying is that lofty white noise, aerated presence acts as a whisper of calm in a noisy world. That's their one. And they show a woman wearing big, huge bell-bottom pants, which I actually have the same pants in black. But
yes, you do.
So, yeah, I mean, there's
a line between calm and bland. Like, how do you make light spaces feel rich without adding clutter?
Well, you go for a minimalistic design, I would guess. How do you repeat the question?
Like, what's the line between calm and bland? Like with using, if like somebody's like, oh, I'm inspired by Cloud Dancer. I keep calling it Cloudy Dancer. It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Just kidding. So what's the line between like being calm and bland? Because I feel like the all white kitchens, I don't know. It reminds me of living in Europe and like the very Swiss, German, like everything's white because you have so much less space there than you have here. So I find it great for like industrial looks or something like that. But for like a cozy home, I just find it very.
So what I actually read recently.
Yeah.
We went through mid-century modern, and that mid-century modern was the 50s. And everybody was doing this frail furniture, IKEA, blah, blah, blah. And then we went into the 60s, and the 60s started being about earth tones, oranges. Then we went into the 70s, and the 70s were about kind of drab colors. That's where our blues and greens started coming from. And then I think we're in the 80s now because in the 80s, we saw a lot of lacquer white cabinets. Now, painting anything in lacquer.
Excess, too. There was a lot of excess because it was like Dynasty and Dallas.
They had a lot of white. Knots Landing. My God, I don't even remember that one.
I just recently saw the actor that was the main character in that. I was like, Knots Landing. So I started like Googling. I was like, what could that have been? I don't know that show either, but she's beautiful. And she's still around. So I was like, oh, what is she doing now? I didn't know that's where she got her start from. I can't think of she's blonde and like piercing blue eyes.
Farrah Fawcett?
No, I know Farrah Fawcett. I don't know. I'll look it up while we keep talking about other stuff.
Yeah, I can't. But I feel like we're just transitioning. Everything's coming back again. And I can't believe I'm admitting to this, but I was born in the 80s and I lived through them. So I'm seeing a lot of 80s and 90s stuff starting to appear. And it's like, oh, what's next? Are we going into the 2000s? And that's where a lot of people were saying this color came from, was it's inspired by the early 2000s.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, if you think about
Donna
it.
Mills. That's who.
The who?
Donna Mills. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, see, I don't even know that one. Bear had a color of the year that was more of a turquoise. It's like a blue-green called Hidden Gem. Benjamin Moore has a color called Silhouette, and it's almost like a deep gray leaning toward a brown black. Dutch Boy had Melodious Ivory, which is like a yellow beige. My favorite was from PPG and Glydian, which is warm mahogany, and that's the color I've been seeing so much. And I'm really loving that color. Me and you saw it in New York. We saw it a lot at High Point. And it was what Jessica Simpson was wearing when we saw her. And then Pantone, Cloud Dancer.
Yeah.
And I basically am seeing Cloud Dancer paired with minimalistic, monochromatic design. So they're using there is a tinge of yellow behind Cloud Dancer that I see. There's a little bit of gray in it, but it's going to pair well with creams, taupes. Like if you use Cloud Dancer I don't know, would you have a white sofa? Could you have a white sofa?
No. Well,
I don't see it picking up trend in furniture. Like I could see somebody painting their walls white, but putting it on a sofa, you're just asking for trouble.
I was like, even though you told me the last episode that everything's Scotch guarded, I'm like, I really don't think my family is, it's not Kauer proof.
No.
Not white, because we had a white sofa. Funny enough, when I had a newborn, we had a white sofa, and my mom had to reupholster it because of all the stains that accumulated over the time. And it was very innocently, but it was like from dark jeans, just rubbing your dark.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a spill necessarily. So,
you want a funny Danny story that relates to Columbus, Ohio? Because I know you've been dying for one.
I literally tell you, I love when you nerd out on stuff. And for me, FYI, nerd is a terms of endearment. I love nerds because
you think you can
my brain is full of useless information. So I love when people nerd out and then I get all this new information. Not necessarily.
So back in the day, one of my clients was a executive for Express jeans, and somebody bought a pair of Express jeans and went to somebody's house and sat on a white sofa, and the denim transferred onto the white sofa. The person sued Express and won.
Wait, you're telling me I could have sued someone for my sofa?
I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling you what I heard. So I know that denim transfer is a thing, and I know that the company in question started pre-washing their jeans from the factory before they came to this country because of that.
Oh.
So next time you're on Temu or some weirdo website ordering jeans, just remember that you're probably going to have a color transfer because those are probably not pre-washed.
Well, I'll tell you this, because I wear a lot of jeans, but I do not buy from Temu.
I know that. I wasn't saying you specifically.
No, but I was just like, by the way. And I've noticed on my beautiful red interior on my car that it's getting a little dark from the jeans. And I'm like, so I've been starting to wear lighter.
So think about that. You're adjusting your lifestyle because of your seat in your car.
You brought this up earlier about minimalism. Because I'm more of a maximalist. Yeah. I mean, ideally, I'm a minimalist, but I'm too much of a collector. I collect stuff. I collect art. I collect people. No, just kidding.
I see 12 pieces of art on your wall behind you.
That's just on this wall.
I know.
All
it's actually 13. I know it's on the other side.
Well, you helped decorate my. Oh, that was so weird. I felt like a light went out, but it's probably my hand going up and down. Um, I'm telling you, this Adderall is working in overtime because I haven't had to use that for 2 weeks either. And I will say, like, it's interesting to me with the, like, I would love to live like a minimalist, but I have too much stuff. And if I don't see it, I'll forget to use it sometimes. So, how do you tell people about the balance of like, you can start off minimalist, but after a while, you're going to start accumulating stuff in life and you're going to need places to put all that stuff, I guess. I don't know. Like, how do you handle that with clients who think they're minimalist, but they're really maximalist or vice versa?
Well, I'm married to a minimalist and I'm a maximalist. And when I started curating my art collection and my book collection of art books, he started accusing me of junking up the house. So I made a commitment this year that if I'm not using it, I'm trying to store it properly or get rid of it. And I'm actually working with a lot of my art books. I bought them for inspiration and I'm actually going through them and opening them up. And I've tried to commit to one a week. Have I started that yet? No. I don't believe in starting things on Mondays or on New Year's because I feel like I've heard that the failure rate is extremely high when you do that. So this year, I'm really trying to be organized mentally, digitally, and physically. And I'm trying to use the rules of three. Like when I'm packing now, I'm like 3 shirts, 3 pants, 3 shoes. Keep it simple. Okay, the KISS rule. Keep it simple, stupid.
I was like, calling stupid.
No, I know. But yeah, it's about staying on top of things and keeping up on things and having a system in place, I think. But like I was accused of adding too much clutter, but Fred liked things simple. I like things over the top. And that's just me. I kind of have to reel him now because he likes these 2 lamps that are from Jonathan Adler, where we saw in the museum, and he's obsessed with them. And they're sitting on a credenza, and it's driving me crazy because I hate seeing 2 lamps with something in between. There's too much symmetry. I'm really into asymmetry now, and balance. Like I want to have 1 lamp and like a couple pieces of sculpture and a couple books. So he's gonna like have a fit when I take a lamp away. But it's all about change, and we are in the era of change.
Well, I know you mentioned in previous podcasts that being an interior designer is also like being a marriage counselor. And that's why I was like, curious. How do you, but well, I was curious about when you're dealing with clients, but I didn't even think about the dynamic of the husband being one and the wife being something different too. Like, how do you said for your own marriage, how you do it, but how do you do it when it's clients, even like trying to help them?
Well, it's funny you ask that because I have a client tomorrow that I'm going to, and they have 2 completely different aesthetics. His aesthetic is rustic industrial, and her aesthetic is more curated boho chic. And she's like, just tell me what to do. And somehow I nailed it. I'm really good at doing that with clients. When it comes to my own home, I have to have somebody else do it. Like I'll have my team, like I give them the idea in my head and then I let them execute it. And then when my husband doesn't like it, I'll blame the team.
Hey,
then
it saves the marriage.
I tell them what to say. But like when I'm working with a client, that's where I really shine because I'm an expert at blending those 2 things. So it's like in my own home, I struggle. I have to like get somebody else's opinion in on it because I know all the options that are out there. And I'm ready to change things every 3 months. Like I've gone through 9 chandeliers. Who in their lifetime goes through 1 chandelier? Like Fred will come home and it's like, there's a new chandelier. And he's like, where'd that come from? I'm like, hey, don't worry. So I don't know. It's fun.
Wow. All I know is I love the perks of working with you. Moving on. So some other questions I have for you.
Yeah.
I was curious because I felt like in 2025, and it might have been even before 2025, but when you were talking about the different trends being from different decades and so on, the very 60 curved furniture vibe thing, I really kind of like a lot. But I also like you were saying about the timeless element of it. What do you think about these different kind of trendier furniture pieces and making sure they are timeless? Like, how do you work that out?
It's all about editing and what you can see and bring the best from the time period out and bring that into the project. So right now we're going through this bulbous period where everything looks like it's been injected with Botox and the arms are just poofy and everything's boucle this, boucle that. And we're kind of going away from that. So, I mean, I've seen people do houses where everything's boucle and everything's bulbous. And I'm like, who lives here? Fred Flintstone? Like, so it's about taming that style and incorporating different elements and making them all work together. And I call it harmony, which is making the room sing where no one piece overshadows another and everything works together as one, where no one piece stands out. So when someone comes into my own home, like there's a lot to look at, but there's nothing like, where did that come from? Like everything kind of makes sense. So it's an evolution and it doesn't happen overnight. And that's why people hire a designer to do it, because not everybody can do what a designer can do. I think I had a saying back in the day, anyone can be a designer, but only a designer can make magic happen.
I think decorator. Is that what you said? Anybody can be a decorator?
Designer.
Oh.
I wouldn't use decorator.
Well, that's why.
So since we're circling back, there's a Sherwin-Williams color called Decorator's White that's in the historic palette. So apparently, if Sherwin-Williams had the sense to name a color Decorator White back in the 60s, 70s when they came out, like hello. So it's been there.
Yeah. Well, everything that's old is new again, right?
Yeah. There's a movie. What's a movie? 50 Shades of Grey. There's actually over 200 and some shades of gray. There's only 7 blacks, and there are probably 400 whites in the designer world.
Not touching that. So speaking of...
Why is everything got to be controversial, Camille?
Hey, that's why I'm not. No, I'm kidding. When you were talking about the different whites and blacks, I was like, yeah, because there's blue black, there's purple black, there's so many.
No, blue black for Sherwin-Williams is Inkwell. There's green black. There's black of night. There's caviar, black magic, tricorn black. Did I name them all? I think that's it. I literally have all the blacks memorized. This is funny. I just got a notification. Turn on reactions to express yourself with a hand gesture during a video chat. So apparently it wants to pick up on my hand gestures now.
I guess you're being way too Italian. Your hands are... Oh, be careful. So I want to ask you, because you brought it up a little bit earlier, and we're going to do a little... brought it up off camera, but it speaks to all the different blacks and whites. We were talking about things that you need to... New year. What are some of the things that, as winter has in some places of the country, not in our places, because we're both in 60 degrees in the middle of January or the beginning of January. Mm-hmm. What are some of your, like, every 6 months, maybe the beginning of winter, that you do in your home, or you suggest to your homeowners that they turn around? Like, obviously you flip your mattresses, you change out your filters. We've talked about that. But what about shower caulking?
Oh, you want to talk about caulk?
I do.
So we talked about this off camera because you were talking about, I don't know, your tub needed caulked. And
yeah, shower.
Yes. And I was telling you which caulk to use, blah, blah, blah. And I have experience working with white caulk, black caulk, and clear caulk. And I am not a very good caulker from what I've learned. Because when I was using black caulk, I got it all over the walls. But anyway, your trim is usually white. So once every about 5 years, you're supposed to replace the caulking, which should be an acrylic caulk around your kitchen sinks, your bathtubs, your showers. You'd want to use an acrylic. As your home ages, your baseboards tend to separate from the walls. Your baseboards, if they're white, you would want to use white caulk in between. That's also a good indicator if your baseboard's coming off your wall. If you're having a moisture intrusion, that could be an indicator of that. So going the caulking route, you will want to invest in some caulking tools. And those are available at Home Depot. But you're supposed to get...
You did not laugh at all when we were talking about this off camera. I am giving you the best stone face right now. Like I am so like, what's the guy's name?
I don't know.
I'm
You're
giving you
supposed to
loose
get
milk.
your finger wet and run your finger along the caulk. Run your finger along the caulk as you're squeezing the caulking gun to get a nice clean edge, and make sure you have a wet rag to clean up any excessive caulk that may explode while you're applying the caulk.
I got
I
a new
can't take
thing.
this seriously because Jeff Lewis was just talking about this on his show. Somebody else did a podcast about it, and it went the same exact way that this is going.
I would have never guessed that because when we were talking offline, I was the one that was like Beavis and Butthead laughing the whole time. And you were being the constant professional and just kept going, rolling. I was like, oh my God, we have to do this on the podcast.
Because that was at 8 a.m. and I was in work mode and you were being serious. So
I'm kidding.
you should have a homeowner's checklist, which we tend to provide to clients, but you're supposed to check your caulk once a year. Have your furnace and air conditioner serviced every 6 months. Change your furnace filter every 30 days or 3 months, whichever you prefer. It's the end of the day.
I just want to say one quick thing. I recently got this new game that's, I gotta look at the name. But the whole goal is that you can't laugh no matter how silly the person is in front of you. So I've been having so much practice over our winter break, not laughing, because I'm gonna be ready whenever I get that big break. And
well, we're in speaker view, so whichever one of us is talking and switching to that. So me busting up laughing is me, and they can't see you being stone faced in the background.
They might not, because sometimes when you laugh, the audio doesn't pick up. So I don't know what happens when that happens, but we'll see in the recording.
I switched to gallery view for this segment.
No, I was like, wait, if he can talk about this so well to the point where if somebody was watching this and listening, they would be able to learn from it. And then all of a sudden, poor Danny.
I needed that.
I'm so glad you did. You've had a rough couple of weeks.
So
I'm so glad I could bring some entertainment to your life.
Thank you.
And I mean, I had so many heated rivalry comments I could have made during your.
Oh my God, wasn't that show so good?
But
my cock talk. Be a new companion episode. Cock Talk with Danny and Camille. Oh my God.
This episode is brought to you by Cialis.
So
now available at Home Depot. The tube. Just kidding. Don't get me in trouble with my favorite.
No.
Okay, so moving on. We're professionals here. What other things do you think for winter people need to do? I know like my house has these like vents for the crawl space.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if we close them or open them during the winter, but we do one of those. And
wood, I can't.
Do we just go to rapid fire?
Wood expands and contracts during cold and warm seasons. When it's warm out, your wood's going to contract.
It's a grower, not a shower.
When it's, oh my God, get a humidifier. But anyway, seasonally, wood expands and contracts. So you want to open your vents during more moist seasons. I can't even.
You're using the word moist now. Oh my God. Danny, you're going to get us canceled.
Okay.
That's like the most hated word in America.
I know. I don't even like it.
I don't.
Go with rapid fire.
Hey, rapid fire. It's kind of funny that you brought up one of these rapid fire questions, so I'm going to go ahead and start with that one. Boucle overload. Cozy class for 2026 or trend fatigue? We're retiring.
Retired.
Okay.
Trend fatigue.
Yeah. I thought it looked like beaded up sweaters in the first place. I was surprised it took off so quickly.
It does hold up well in children. If you have kids, pets, it does really hold up well and doesn't show stains because it's a textured fabric. That's a positive of it, but I'm so over it. Everything's been bouquet over it.
Open shelving in kitchens. Leave it in 2025 because it's a dust museum, or keep it in 2026, styled and intentional.
Oh my God, leave it. Unless you're doing your dishes and using them every freaking day. And the first project I ever did for a residential client was in 2008. And we did that and I wasn't sold on it. The client had to get all white dishes, all white this. Leave it.
There. In 2026, Oh, it comes back. Are we done with all white everything, or are you still defending it like it's a lifestyle?
I've never defended it, and I don't think I wouldn't go with it, period. I mean, oh my God, I'm trying to think of, was it House of Gucci? If you think of it, even if anybody's watching this or anybody's listening to this, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh my God, Margot. Like, how did the carpet get wet? Steve or whatever his name was. But their apartment was all white, and that was in the 80s. Or their house next to the Lampoon people. Chevy Chase.
Right. It had the girl from Seinfeld. I think,
Yes.
lived in the other house. I don't remember. I mean, I'm
Louise Dreyfus. Mary Louise?
sure.
Tina Louise? Whatever. Her. Yeah.
I didn't even watch Steinfeld, but I know she's on Steinfeld
Yeah.
because of the memes. Yeah. Matte black hardware, timeless for 2026 or officially played out?
I think black's always going to be timeless. I just ordered matte black for something the other day. However, I did get corrected with my team. We're working on a project and I had a matte black stainless steel stove. And they were like, Danny, it's too much. And I was like, okay, I agree. So I'm going to say use it lightly.
Fair. Fast furniture, cheap disposable pieces, or are we ditching them for investment staples in 2026?
Ditch, because they're bad for the environment. They're made from junk. Children in foreign countries or prisoners were probably forced to make them. And a lot of Americans don't think about the ethics behind that trend. So what I've been seeing people do a lot, Facebook Marketplace, and buy secondhand if you don't want to invest in new. But at the end of the day, you'll end up replacing a cheap sofa 3 times where you would end up paying the same for an investment piece.
And don't forget, these designers, they get deals. So you're not paying all the big store markups because you're not paying every salary for all the people in the store that are going to lie to you. Okay, accent walls. Are we leaving the random one wall, one color look in 2025 or moving to a full room color drenching in 2026?
Oh boy, that's a double-sorted question because I've never been into color drenching and I hate feature walls. However, it's a debate in my office because they just put a feature wall in somewhere and I'm going to say they are coming back. I do like them if they're done correctly. I like them when they're large-scale murals, and I like them when they're textured soundproofing and acoustic panels or introduce some sort of texture. If you're going to paint one wall red and the rest of your house has nothing to do with it, did you run out of money? Like, commit and do the whole damn room or don't do it at all.
Did you hire an ADHD painter that should direct the paint and then got directed at the store and then went somewhere else? What? Not speaking from experience. Just
we are doing matte black ceilings though in a unit that I'm doing, and you'll love them. Wait till you see them.
I can't wait. I jokingly said, "Oh, are you going to do popcorn ceilings?" And nobody thought I joke when I said that. They just said no, and I was like, "Okay, I was joking."
I heard you say that, and I didn't know why you said that because there was no popcorn. Do you know why popcorn ceilings exist? Popcorn ceilings don't exist because it's a texture introduced. Popcorn ceilings exist because the frickin' drywall people were too lazy to do the drywall work proper. So they took the easy route out and they sprayed the popcorn to hide the defects in the ceiling. And then if you feather a ceiling with the brush technique, that also gives the illusion that the ceilings are flat. So popcorn ceilings hide drywall tape and blah, blah, blah. So if you have a good contractor, there's no reason for popcorn.
Yeah, I know. Do they even do popcorn anymore? I mean,
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
So mine's new. We'll just go with that. I already know the answer to this one, but I thought it was very funny. So I was like, I'll keep it in. Gray LVP floors. Farewell in 2025 or still acceptable in 2026 if done right?
I think we said bye to those in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. However, they're available from Joanne Gaines in Magnolia Home. I'm sure she has a stockpile full of them. I'm going to get shit for this, but I never did them and I don't like them, period.
I think there's one of those that's definitely like a traditional.
If it's a cottage on the coast at Niagara Beach, think it would make sense.
Yeah.
But,
Anytime I see it on a TikTok, I swipe in because I'm like,
Yeah.
clearly you have nothing you can say to me in life
right.
for the most part.
This
Anyway,
is why you need to be on the Design Influencers Tour, because you're into this and you know what you're doing.
any idea? Well, I'm learning from the best. But so,
Mhm.
okay, we got 3 more and then we're done. Statement lighting. Are you upgrading to sculptural fixtures in 2026 or sticking with basic builder grade? Builder grade.
Now, everybody knows the answer to that. I'm Danny fucking Russo. I'm going with statement lighting. I have a 24 karat gold Philippe Stark gun floor lamp. Like, all my lighting makes a statement.
So
and
now,
that should now builder grade. We're doing LED integration and like real unique up the wall, up the ceiling, across the ceiling, up the wall, in the floor. It's lighting is I have so much fun with lighting.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can tell. I think it's also a really kind of inexpensive way to upgrade your home quick. Like,
It is.
Can,
People don't
you know,
realize
it can
that.
really, yeah, it can really make a difference. Not only just
Those are
like,
things you want to invest in, light fixtures.
and I say it's like a light investment at the same time, because sometimes it could just be a matter of finding out the right lumens and all of that wonderful stuff that you taught me about with lighting when I got my few hours for something I didn't need. And then I also, you have taught me different things with that as well as like the warmth of the light, like all of that can make a
Color
really change a
temperature.
room.
Lighting makes design, and if you have bad lighting, that can ruin design completely. And that goes for movie sets, TV shows, and your own
Mariah
home.
Carey. Oh, yes.
Mariah Carey.
I need I have the what would Danny design, but I also need like what would Mariah Carey do? Because it's good lighting. You got to be comfortable off your feet, be able to lay. No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. That's my design.
Yeah. Wasn't it her New Year's Eve that she walked off the stage because the microphone didn't work right or something? And she's like, okay, I guess I'm going over here now. Somebody's getting fired. You know which clip I'm talking about.
It was a couple of years back. I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it was her own fault because she didn't show up to rehearsals.
I highly doubt that. From my experience of working with their sound director and designers and interviewing some of them, she's very meticulous about her.
Really?
I mean, she was married to the president of Sony. Like, I'm sure
I didn't know.
very, like, that's one of the things I think when some of these younger women end up marrying older men, if they're smart, they get very business savvy. They learn a lot on how to run their business, how to do all the different things, what to ask for. Like, even
we
just
to learn how to be Mariah Carey, because that girl makes so much money off of that one song that plays for 2 months straight. What's the song?
It's time. Oh, all I want from Christmas is you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I went to her concert. Phenomenal show. Phenomenal show. Yeah. My car dealership gave me free tickets for buying my car from them. Like, I won a lottery thing. I don't know. Every year they do like random tickets. And so this year I finally won, or last year. And it was phenomenal show. And yeah. So
I don't know. I need a Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas song. And then retire.
No, it's funny. Like, I like being behind the scenes too much for all that. I don't know how they do it, because my daughter makes fun of me all the time because I make up my own words to songs, and I've heard these songs for 300 years at this point, and I'm like, all I want for Christmas is or like that gnarly song. I thought they were saying on a ship and found out they weren't. So anyway, last question.
Go ahead.
Second to last question. My bad. Home text, because I love your answer to this. Are you always listening voice assistants and switching to privacy first smart consoles in 2026? Are you like having
I need a dumb home. I'm so over the smart home shit. Like, I literally need a dumb home because I cannot figure out how to get into my house. My washing machine needed a software upgrade. It started talking the other day. Google came up on the washing machine screen. The dishwasher needed a software update. I can't. My blinds needed a software update. So I'm like, until they can get this crap all figured out, a lot of my clients have been not wanting homes being too smart.
Yeah.
I'll take a small level of automation, but I don't need my bed to be connected to my phone, be connected to my washing machine, connected to my refrigerator. It's just like connected to the car. And my car, I'm into tech.
I love that.
But
Yeah.
I mean, my car is now driving home and my door unlocks when I pull in the garage and it parks in the parking space. It's getting a little scary.
And to some extent, it's not always the safest automation too, because that's kind of weird that it's already unlocking your home before you're even there yet, like close enough to open it. Which,
Right.
as a woman, I hate in my car that, like, when I put it in the park position, it automatically unlocks all the doors. I'm like, that is a safety issue. I don't know why they have that, but
Girl, go into your settings under locks and change it.
I mean, I have, but or no, I haven't actually. I guess I need to figure that one out. But it never bothers me until I'm like, wait, this is not very smart. But
Girl,
sometimes I'm like,
I don't even know how to open my car because I don't have door handles.
don't get me started. We were trash talking your car, not your car, but somebody that was parked next to us car, and we were like talking about how, like, whose great idea was to make a car with no door handles? Like, intuitively, if you're running and you're rushing, you're going to be like, wait, how do I get in this thing? And with my claustrophobia, I was like,
well, like you can get in the driver's side, just can't get in the passenger side of the back seats.
well, thank you.
Well,
Well, so those are your thoughts about 25, 26. What are some of the things that you hope to see in 2026 more of, or that like you as a designer, like hoping to see more people do, or what trends do you think are going to come in the new year?
I am not Nostradamus. I am not a fortune teller. I don't even know what to expect. We had 6 major players go out of business in 2025. And following along with that, I mean, Value City going out of business was like, whoa. And then what else? Saks is about to go out of business. And I thought Saks was going out of business years ago because the one here in Columbus is down. They closed the second floor and it's just one floor. And then they bought Neiman Marcus. And I'm like, where'd they get the money for Neiman Marcus? And now by the time this comes out, the CEO left on Friday. By the time this comes out, I guarantee they're going to be in bankruptcy. But yeah, I don't know where we're going. I'm along for the ride. But I think everything is trending again. Using elements of all the different past trends is coming into play, and people are being more curated and more smart, and they're not replacing things. I would really like to see people get smarter about their choices and not use fast furniture and fast fashion, and use investment pieces, keep them longer, repurpose things. And I really like seeing that.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I would add to that is I would love to see more art, because I feel like a lot of our artists right now really need the love. So support your local artist in your area,
True.
whether it's street art museum, art gallery, whatever it is, because I know a lot of art programs have been losing funding. So any way you can like support your local or encourage more artists, because I'm sure they're feeling it really badly right now. As well, artisans in general, because even like carpenters, anything that you can get handmade. Yeah. So that's all I got for 2026.
I actually met a 22-year-old the other day, and one of my other contractor's sons is about 21, 22. They're both welders. And I found that to be interesting because it's very hard to find metal workers in the art world. And it's a trade that you could make a lot of money off of. And to know two 22-year-olds that are in the same field doing welding makes me kind of happy to see that.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that we need going forward, and carpenters. So if you're listening to this and you have children, encourage them to go into a skilled trade. There's no reason to become a finance bro and push pencils all day long. They can make double the money or triple the money being a carpenter or being an electrician.
A plumber.
A plumber. You can have fun with it too. Yeah. That's my advice.
No, it's funny that you brought that up, because I judge Miss America pageants, and one of the local ones here, there was a girl that was a welder, and I was just so impressed with her. And
yeah,
I just kept asking her questions just because she loves her job. She's like, it's so much fun getting to burn things and melt things and put them together. And she's like, it started off like I loved playing with Legos, and next thing I just kept going from there, taking things apart, putting back together. So if you're into taking things apart, putting back together, make some big bucks. Like you can make doctor pay.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Like,
yeah.
Doctor pay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been so much fun again.
I know.
Love talking with you and getting to nerd out on all the different things in the design world.
I got yelled at by one of our office members that we need to be more regular and we need to have these more scheduled. It was, I'm not going to say his name, but he was on the phone with me while I was setting up and my lights were collapsing, my microphones weren't working. And he's like, can't you just get these scheduled and everything planned so you're not like being all ADD and setting this up? So we need to be more regular. I know you said it too. They can't see you because we're in speaker view.
I know, but you can see me.
I know. So
what is it again? Camille's always what?
Camille's always right. Camille's always right.
Love that song. Love that song. Okay. All right.
Anyway,
Well,
visit Daniel Home, see our refreshed website, and follow us
the
on
Amazon
Facebook.
store.
The Amazon store. We have an Amazon store. Everything is on our new website at danielhome.com. And we have some exciting things coming this year. Can't wait to tell you.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. So many great new images and everything. Make sure you follow us on all the social media handles. All the links will be below. If you're on YouTube, if you're listening to this, make sure you check out our website. All of the socials are on there. Otherwise, you can also watch the YouTube, because don't you want to see our smiling faces and all the different funny things that we're talking about? Because sometimes I put in images of the things we're talking about, or random rat pictures, videos, whatever. You never know what you're going to see. So make sure you watch it more than once, because you never know what you might have missed. Right?
Yeah.
You share a friend if they're really your friend.
Yeah. Subscribe and follow us.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Everybody.
Peace out.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.